Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. Terrence Bud Crawford, 173 centimeters tall. And here he is in the flesh. Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in... Saul Canelo Alvarez, a
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is the acclaimed 3-division world champion and 2-division undisputed champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
Which fans are going to be happy? Which fans are going to be sad? I don't know, but it's the argument I love.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. So here we go. Should be a good one. Going to shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counterpuncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well, I guess he's decided he's going to taunt his opponent now. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Punch, counter punch. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this.
On to the second round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
There's a counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? And he scores with the counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Defense is not an option for these two. Can't find a home for that jab. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well done with that counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. A straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know. There's the bell for round 4. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. Nice counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. Left hook just missed. Nice counter shot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these 2 boxers, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it.
And there's the bell for round 5. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Good counter punching. Can't find a home with that jab. That hook was off target. How about that time counter shot? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. What would you tell? On to the 6th round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They exchange punches. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation. And there's the bell for round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That punch landed. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Beautiful counter punch. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
The bell sometime.
And there's the bell for round 8. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use blame over brawn.
Another scoring shot there. The straight right just misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. What a tough tough way to lose it by split decision.
It could have gone either way, and it's hard, you know. You're going to have people arguing. The fans for one and the fans for the other say our fighter won. Split decision was fair. Down to the T, down to the wire. These guys won it on.